Good morning, students. In the last class, we have discussed about different kinds of agencies, and today we will discuss about sub-agent and co-agent, and the right and liabilities of agent and principal. Sub-agent and co-agent. When we hear this word, we feel like both are same, but there are drastic changes, differences between these two. A sub-agent is a person employed by acting under the control of the original agent. So the sub-agents are appointed by the agent. So the thing is, if the agent has a right to delegate his authority, provided if the agent has a right to delegate his authority to another person, he can appoint another person as his agent. That person can be called sub-agent. So the sub-agent will be working under the authority, under the delegated authority of the agent, not the principal. But principal have to give the authority, that is, has to delegate his authority to sub-agent, to agent to delegate his authority to sub-agent. Otherwise, the agent cannot appoint sub-agent. So sub-agent can be appointed by agent and he will be working under the agent. Now we go to the co-agent, or it's also called a substitute agent. The word itself is very clearly explanatory. If suppose agent cannot work in some circumstances happen where agent is not maybe in a medical reason or maybe in some other personal reason, if the agent cannot work under the authority or agent cannot work for the principal, the agent can appoint another person to act as an agent, not to act as a sub-agent. So such persons can be called substituted agent or co-agent. So a person who is substituted by the agent can be called a co-agent. A person who is working under the agent can be called a sub-agent. I think you're all clear about what I said. Now, we will go to very important topic, that is the right of an agent. As an agent, what are the legal right he gets in the contract of agencies? Number one, he has the right to remuneration. Remunerations may be in form of commission, or maybe the percentage of profit, or as per the terms and conditions of the contract. What are the remuneration fixed as per the contract of agencies that must be paid by the principal to the agent? Number one. Number two is the right to retainer till the agency is terminated. That we have discussed in previous chapter, how a agency can be terminated. The agent has a right to retain his possession of the agency till the agency is terminated. Then right to lien. You know what is the word meaning of lien? Right to possess or get back, hold back the goods can be called the right to lien. If the agent principal is not paying the remuneration or indemnify any losses happen to the the agent has a right to lien or possess or hold back whatever the goods he has is can be called a right to lien. Hold back the goods. Next is right to be indemnified against the consequence of the lawful act. If the agent has done any act with which is a lawful act, or the next point is also used in that, if the agent is done any act with a good faith and that which is lawful, and as per the legal rules of the country and as per the all the terms and conditions of the contract, and that is done in good faith, it is a, and if the agent has faced or any losses, if the agent faced any losses, if an act which is done by an act which is he has done lawfully and with a good faith, it is a right, it is a duty of the principal to compensate to that particular losses. That is called indemnification. That we have again, which is we have already discussed in the previous chapter. What is indemnity contract? Compensate the losses happens. So if agent come across any losses due to any act done by the agent which is lawful and in good faith, it is the duty of the principal to compensate or indemnify to the agent. ആ നഷ്ടം നികത്തി കൊടുക്കാനുള്ള ഉത്തരവാദിത്തം ആർക്കുണ്ട്? ഏജന്റ് പ്രിൻസിപ്പാൾക്ക് ഉണ്ട്. Then right to be indemnified in the consequences and right to compensate, that also I have discussed. Right to remuneration and right to compensations. Indemnification, compensation and remuneration, right to lien, right to retain. Now we will move to duties of an agent. Agent is not, say, as we know, we are all aware of our responsibilities or right. So what are the duties of an agent? If you are appointed as an agent or you are taking an agency of any business or partners or anything, what are your duties? Number one, duties to reasonable care and skill. Say you have to employ your skill and ability and care to do the business. Say for example, you have taken an agency of any goods in your locality to distribution of agency of distribution. So you're keeping all your goods in your store, you're not distributing it. Then agent is not responsible, the principal is not responsible for that. You have to take all your maximum skill and care, reasonable skill and care. You're not saying maximum, but it is reasonable skill and care to distribute that goods in that particular locality. So that is your duty. Then follow the directions of the directions given. Whatever directions are given by the agent, it must be followed by the whatever directions given by the principal must be followed by the agent. Then right to render accounts. He has to keep the record of all the goods sold or maybe goods damaged, goods sold. Like the accounts must be kept by the agent. Then duty to communicate in case of difficulties. If agent faces any difficulties, he must communicate that difficulties to the principal. Then duty to pay overall, it is not nominee but it is monies. There is a correction. Overall money, please correct it. Duty to pay overall money. Say whatever the agent get as a collection should be paid to the principal, and principal have to pay the commission. That's a different issue. But duty to pay the full money, which is because he is acting on behalf of the principal. The agent is working on behalf of the principal. So whatever collection he is getting, it is his duty to account all the details and pay the money to the principal. Then duty not to set up adverse title. Adverse title means what to say, he should not claim the unauthorized ownership of the goods. That is the exact meaning of an adverse title. Say suppose the principal appointed a person to sell a car to an agent, and the agent claiming that the car is his own. Later the agent claim that it is his car or it is his property. That should not happen, because he is just an agent appointed to do any act on behalf of the principal. So an agent should not claim the ownership of that asset later. That is called adverse title. Duty to pass information to the principal. If agent get any secret information or agent get any informations related to that particular product or anything or regarding the agency, it is his duty to pass that information. He should not suppress and act on behalf of another person. So the agent must pass that information to the principal. Then duty not to delegate his authority without the consent. We have discussed already the sub-agent. If agency, the principal is giving authority to agent to delegate his authority to another person, he can appoint a sub-agent. But if a other agent is not, principal is not giving any authority to him to delegate his authority, he should not delegate his authority to third person. Duty not to disclose confidential information. That the point itself is very self-explanatory. Should not disclose any confidential information to the third person. Duty not to make any secret profit. That also is self-explanatory. He should not make any adverse profit, or he should not make any secret profit out of the business. Say he may get commission and he may get remuneration. He may indemnified by the principal, but other than that, he should not make any secret profit out of this business. Now, yes. So we have discussed all the duties of right and duties of agent. Agent has a right. Along with that, he has certain duties. Now let us check out what are the duties of a principal. That is also important, right? Because the principal also has certain duties. Here we have to discuss the duties and right of principal and duties of principal. First, let us discuss the duties of principal. Okay. Yes. Number one is indemnify the agent. It is the right of agent to get indemnified when he done an act with a lawful and within a good faith. If the agent done an act within good faith and in a lawful act, it is a duty of the principal to compensate for any losses. Indemnification means compensation for any losses happen to a third party can be called indemnification. So if agent come across any losses in his personal things, personally if he come across any personal losses, say he spend suppose for the activities of that particular thing he spend around 10,000 rupees, so that is his losses. So it is the duty of the principal to pay that compensation to the agent. Then compensation, as I said, indemnification, compensation. Number two, number three is compensate to the third party in an act done by the agent in good faith and lawfully. If a losses happen to third party, not to the agent, then also it is a duty of a principal to compensate to that third party. So there are three parties. One is principal, another one is agent, another one is the third party, because agent is dealing with the third party on behalf of the principal. So if any losses happen to the third party due to the act done by the agent in good faith and in lawfully, it is a duty of a principal to compensate that particular losses to the agent, to the third party, and pay commission or remuneration. No need to say, it is agent is bound to get commissions and remuneration. So dear students, and that's all about in today's class, and tomorrow we will discuss about right of principal and duties of liabilities of principal. We will be discussed in tomorrow's class. So it's my kind request to all of you to listen the videos every day, because it's only 15 minutes video. It is your duty to listen, and please make a note in that and come to the class. Okay, thank you.